Now, in a strange way, when you're young, death is on your mind more. You don't think about it. You don't think about anything. You know, I was young once. I remember. You don't think about anything. You're very stupid. Young men in particular are very stupid because they're paralyzed by lust. You spend your time looking at young women, going, ah! Ah! Oh, ah! Please! Please let me help you, please. Take me home. I can hold parts of you while the rest of you gets on with tasks. Please! Come on! Stood on the same street corner for days at a time. Now, I still see them, of course. Sometimes I still stop and stare. But different things go through my mind now, with time passing, you know? I look at them, I go, ah! Ha ha! Give me your kidneys. You're wasting them! Fucking fruit and salad, come on, I need backup here. I'll give you a pair of shoes. So, yes, death. When you're young, you think about it. You don't really think about it, you know. You have the intelligence of raspberry jam, you're not thinking about anything. But it's there as a motive force, making you do things. Go and get a job, go and find a flat. Find somebody else, put them in the flat, make them stay. Get a toaster, go to work, get on the bus, look at your boss, say fuck, sit down, pick up the thing, go blank, scream internally, go home, listen to the radio, look at the other person, think why did this happen? Go to bed, lie awake at night, get up, feel groggy, put the things on your clothes, whatever they're called, go out the door, into work, same thing, same people, again, it's real, it is happening to you. Go home again, sit, radio, dinner, gardening, death. So, the young woman thinks if she can get the right curtains, she can keep death and all attendant problems at bay. But the young man knows that the only way to keep death at bay is to have sex pretty much constantly. Now, because nature's so clever, it makes the couple compromise by giving them children, so they never need to have sex again, and then the children pull the curtains down, so there was nothing to worry about in the first place. If they do have children, now, if you don't have children, if you're a young man and you don't have children, you won't give a shit about anything I'm about to say for about the next 5 minutes, probably. Because young men, especially, all men, in fact, don't even see children. They're just other beings that want instant gratification. They're competition, as far as men are concerned. Children are part of a woman's life from when she's very young. She's brought up to look after other people. So, you know, I was aware of that going out with people in my 20s. You know, you'd be walking along the street with somebody and a woman would go, oh, look at that, look at this tree, isn't that beautiful? You could put a baby up there. Men don't see them until they have one, and then only when they're just about to step on it. Oh, sorry about that. What's that? Wah, wah. They want you, they want you. Something, one of your stuff. And the children obviously change everything. You know, because men have a very narrow focus a lot of the time, especially when they're doing something. So, you know, men like plans. I like, you know, you think you do that, and then that could happen. You go, so if you go on holiday with a child, you might think, oh, let's go to the old part of the town. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll go where they have cobblestones and cafes and art galleries, and it'll be really good. And we'll walk around, and it'll be fantastic. And then we'll go, and we'll have some kind of nice lunch in a bistro or something, and it'll be great. And then the child goes, Daddy, look, a stick! And you go, yeah, well, we're going over there to the old part of town because there's this little place tucked in the corner. No, look, the stick is beside some poo. And you're thinking, well, yeah, you're right. Fuck it, let's make a day of it here. We'll get a picnic. Why move? But that takes time. Now, they teach you how to become a person, really. Because, you know, children are very overprotected now in lots of ways. We're very nervous about them. You know, people go, oh, don't go outside! Or inside! Get into the cupboard with some spinach. And when I was a child, they'd kick you out of the house and you weren't expected to come back till there were bats. So children are I think they're neurotic now. They're scared, you know. They go, toast! And, if you have friends who don't have kids, they can sound very naive. You know, you're single friends without children, or just people without children, because they ask you stupid things. Like, what did you do at the weekend? As you try to distinguish one moment from any other in the blur of screams, stains, and tears that made up Saturday and Sunday, they will tell you what they did, which is all they ever wanted to do in the first place. We went to that really cool place, you know the one you haven't heard of? Yeah, they make their own tomatoes out of vodka. It was great. And then we walked along the canal. We hired one of those hop-on, hop-off hot air balloons, just so in case we got bored walking, you know, we could get on the balloon for a bit and then we could walk for a bit. And then, I think we saw a French double bill of old movies, you know, which reminded us we hadn't had sex in about half an hour, so we did again. And then we went and we did that, we're both in a band. Yeah, it's doing really well. It's called Black Yogurt. We did this sort of lunchtime gig. And in that really, really cool place, you know, the cellar that's above the building. It's called Umlaut. Well, it's not called Umlaut, it's just two dots over a U that isn't there. And then we saw loads of people from all over the world and saw several art galleries and went to about 5 operas and some production of ballet. It was really good. I think I was in it. And then we had sex again and then we just ended the evening with some of that, you know, Japanese pizza. It's on stilts. It's really nice. And then it comes back to you what you did. You go, oh yeah, I remember. I scraped hardened Weetabix off the kitchen tabletop for 2.5 hours and then I tried to have a shit. It didn't quite work out, but there's a window on Wednesday, I think. You should come round, we'll make an evening of it. But before any of that can happen, the couple get a chance to celebrate their togetherness in the new life if they've chosen to be together. And one of the big ways people do that is by torturing each other with the English language because it's cheap and available, or indeed any language that they know how to speak. And people will kill you over time. They will shave out every last morsel of fun in you with little harmless sounding phrases that people use every day. Like, be realistic. Can't you just for half a second be realistic? Now what that means is see reality my way or die. Which is why you end up in a warehouse choosing a toilet for the entire weekend. And nobody ever said to anybody, be realistic, let me oil you.